What I did here was I shuffled the cards and put the cards down. I used a much tighter sequence. So all eight cards are there in the first row, but they're a little tighter together. And we look at the first row in one day, week, or month. There seems to be two relatives that are together. They seem younger. It could be a boy with his mother or a boy with his sister or whatever, but they're definitely related. It's not a couple. We look in the second row on top, the ten of clubs and the nine of hearts. There's some kind of a money or business problem going on, and getting a situation that you want from a money or a business problem type of problem. And in the third row on top, which is in 3 days, weeks, or months, there's something about a gathering or a wedding that is around an adult or older male that seems to come up. And the fourth row, there's some news of some anxiety or a problem. And it seems to be very prominent because there's the eight of spades, which is a threat or a problem. Somebody feeling threatened by either circumstances or the situation. Now, the Queen of Hearts and the Seven of Spades in the fifth place. A lot of delayed changes of plans with the female, but there's the Seven of Diamonds right below it, so it starts out as a lot of delays, and then it kind of neutralizes where there's another change that's going on that seems to mitigate the problem, and the problem seems to improve. Now, with the nine of diamonds and the seven of hearts in the sixth spot, which is 6 days, weeks, or months, there's some extra money that comes in and some pleasant news. And because the ten of diamonds is right below that, I mean, it really might be a significant amount of money. And then again, there's two sevens. So with the seven of hearts and the nine of diamonds, there's also the seven of clubs right below, which is a change in plans that have about the same effect as the original plans, but there is a change. Now, in the eighth column, which is you have a jack of hearts and a nine of spades, there's a young male that's having some kind of problem. And because there's a nine of spades and a nine of clubs next to each other right next door, there seems to be a business or a job type of concern going on with this person. And then when we look at the eighth column, we see that it continues. And I don't know if he's having a problem with another male or a coworker or a young boss, but there seems to be something going on. So I would say in 8 days, weeks or months, there's a problem, and for sure there's another young male there, and of course there's a change in business going on, both in 7 days, weeks or months, as well as in 8 days, weeks or months. It seems to be continuing. In the ninth column, bottom left, there's some help or consideration that comes from somebody in some kind of a gift or pleasant news. With this, again, the seven of spades being right above, there's a change in personal plans that have about the same effect as the normal ones, but there is a change going on. In the 10th spot, there's a slight change in plans again. If you notice, the two sevens there's the seven of hearts above the seven of clubs, and there's a ten of diamonds, which indicates a large amount of money, not just a few pennies, and there's something going on with a change in plans. Now, in the 11th spot, there seems to be an adult or older male. There's something about a sickness and some setbacks going on at that point. And in the 12th house, bottom right, there's a couple that it seems to be an adult or older couple around. And there's some kind of meeting or dealing, though they came up in the reading, so they'll have some significance in your life. If you look at both points, the two sevens, with the Queen of Hearts and the Eight of Hearts, and a change in plans, and you see it again in the sixth spot with a change in plans about extra money, and in the 10th spot with the 10 of diamonds and 7 clubs, some slight change in plans again, but something to do with a financial matter. And of course, don't forget the 2 9s in the eighth, in the seventh and eighth place, which is a change in work or business for the worse, and there's some setbacks with a young male. Well, this is a nice sample reading. You notice the cards are tighter, but they're all there.